Bohol is blessed with natural beauty. It played a significant part in shaping the country's history. However, its people lacked a sense of pride and direction for the future, born out of poverty and limited understanding of their rich cultural and historical heritage. But out of this crisis, the Boholanos made a remarkable cultural and economic recovery.
When I was oriented, or when they briefed me about development problems in Bohol, one of the identified needs was for the Boholano community to strengthen its own sense of pride.
We were, in a way, empowering our people, their participation in governance. They must have a say in governance. We invited several leaders in the community to come together to have a participatory discussion. And so, from a very small group, we expanded to bigger groups. We were able to come up with a vision for the province, and that is to make Bohol a prime eco-cultural tourism destination in the country.
When the vision was articulated by the provincial government at that time as ecotourism vision, I said, what does that mean? I think the most important resource of culture and tourism is our people, okay? And that means culture. We cannot strengthen the external edifices or the externals of tourism without strengthening the Boholanos' sense of respect and revaluing of its heritage. There was a need to refocus the minds of our youth onto the positive aspects of our culture.
The Lubok Children's Choir continues to reap national and international recognition. Many of these children come from modest families and might not have had the opportunity to be exposed to different cultures. They now travel to different parts of the country and even to China, Hong Kong, and the United States. The Bohol Teen Theater League, composed of 600 high school students from various drama groups, was formed to use theater in raising cultural awareness in schools.
It's really fun, you know, you enjoy with friends, and then it's nice to hear people commenting on your performance and then saying that, oh, you're good, so it's really a nice feeling.
For me, drama is the best way to express ourselves about what we feel, because sometimes drama is so realistic that you even get your character to yourself, that it made you cry and somewhat like that, that you can hear comments from your friends, from your family that, oh, you're good, somewhat like that.
When the program started, there were no drama groups, for example, or dance groups that were doing regular dance programs. Okay? Now, there are 2 to 3 schools in the community that are doing a regular training program. And the best of this is the Diwanag Dance Theater that has a regular dance program that is now based in a cultural office in a university. That wasn't there before. We put into place a yearly summer program, and this is what's called Bansay Setting Init. Okay, and this was it means a summer training program in the summer.
Workshops were organized to enhance the skills and creativity of Bohol's budding artists.
we requested the collaboration of many institutions from Manila and from the region to come to Bohol and to share their expertise in the different fields. I brought in PETA, the Cultural Center's dance program, the Dagyao Theater Group from Iloilo, the visual artists from Manila, the different creative writing centers of the different universities to give continuing or regular workshops in Bohol.
The Sandugo Festival became a more meaningful and creative expression of Boholano artistry, making the celebration truly unique to Bohol. Seven years of pioneering work finally bore fruit. The influx of tourists in Bohol reflects the program's success and spurred economic activities in the province.
We highlighted heritage sites that were obtaining in Bohol and revitalized these sites as venues for cultural practice or artistic events. No? For example, a church, no? Aside from just bringing visitors to the place and ogling at them as monuments, no? We develop interactive processes so that the visitor can react to this and can really appreciate it in its proper context. We would put dramas, concerts, poetry readings, dances within the environment of the cultural heritage site. It could be a watchtower, a concert in front of our watchtower. It could be the back of a church. It could be inside the church. So the place is not just a mute testimony of past gone by, but it's a living testament of the cultural genius of the people at this particular time.
The program exerted conscious effort to address and mitigate potential environmental and social impact associated with increased tourism.
Bohol has a very strong stance on environment. We look into how these endangered species endemic to our province are protected, and also how our environment also is factored into all facets of Bohol's development. Like for example, the tar shear. We know that there are some sectors in our civil society who are saying a tar shear should not be near the area where the tourists go. But we were also saying that this tar shear are also protected by the very businessmen that seem to be cashing in on them. So they're putting up a home similar to their natural habitat. So they are domesticated tar shear, but the ones that are producing are in the sanctuary, and these are the ones that are not supposed to be disturbed and taken out of their habitat.
So when we speak of tourism, of itself, it is good, but we need to place tourism at its proper perspective. It is not the perspective of the first world, it is the perspective of the third world. It is in particular the perspective of the Boholanos, so that tourism will serve us, not that we become of service or that we bring ourselves to the level of servitude of the tourists.
In the first place, our concept of tourism is not a vision in itself. It is for us a strategy to reach a level of quality of life that is culture-based. In the first years, we were into really training or developing local groups, no? Either in the communities or in the schools. After 5 to 6 years, you have a harvest of groups or trained individuals that can be now part of our province-wide network. And this is what we call the Bohol Arts and Cultural Heritage Council.
Now, because of awareness building and sensitivity raising, the Boholanos were given a chance to build up, to strengthen their pride of place. With the pride of place, the Boholano can now look at himself not only with pride, but also can look at himself with a sense of accomplishment, with a sense of positive self-image and self-confidence.
It has developed the awareness of the Boholano people, including the common tao, on their rich cultural heritage and the history of the province. This awareness has enhanced their sense of pride, identity, and history.
The most pressing challenge, I guess, is sustainability. You really see a change in the heart amongst all Boholanos eventually, as the years go by, and this will be very good for Bohol.